In this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you who's gonna win the 2022 Olympia and who will place in the top 10. How's it going, everybody? Johnny Styles here with the Wellness Observer Live. It's here, an entire year of what ifs for the grandest stage of them all, the Super Bowl of bodybuilding, the Olympia. I want to start off by saying that this is by far the hardest prediction show I've ever done. Why? Not only because of the magnitude of these amazing athletes, but because a bunch of them have never stepped on an American stage to begin with. That alone is hard as. Before I jump into the how I did this lineup, this top 10, I'm gonna explain to you, just in case you're new here or you've never seen the Olympia lineup or the show. The first thing that the judges are gonna do is gonna bring them out in separate groups. It could be 6, it could be 8, and they're gonna be doing their quarter turns. That group will move on. Next group gonna move on. I don't know if they're gonna be doing it by the same names, with the alphabetical order. But in reality, what happens is that the reigning defending champ always is at the very end. They leave that special presentation, for the champion. But what they do is they bring them out in groups. They'll go out. Then each competitor will have a time to show their individual presentation. Each and every single of these 39 women are going to be stepping on stage. Then after that, the judges will call what we call now the first call out. The first call out, it's either going to be top 6, top 8, or maybe top 10. It depends on how the judges see the girls. That first call out is going to be able to tell the judges who's going to be between 1 through 4, maybe to 5 to 6. Then that group will move on, and the second call out will be happening. So how exactly did I come up with this top 10? As I've always said, predicting a bodybuilding show is very, very hard. And remember, this is also very, very subjective. But as time has proved, I'm pretty good at it. So the way I narrowed this list down is by taking into consideration a few things: shape, balance, size, structure, symmetry, conditioning, and the judges. Why? Because some of these judges, they do like conditioning, but some of the other judges like a little bit of size. Some of the other judges like a little bit of both. And more importantly, most of these judges, not all of them, but a couple of them, haven't not seen these girls ever on stage. It is very important that I recall that these top 10 women are, in my opinion, based out of everything that has happened in the year, with shows like Pittsburgh Pro, Puerto Rico Pro, New York Pro, Boston Pro. All these great shows set like a standard as we move forward to the biggest stage of them all. And stay tuned to the last of this video, because I'm going to be posting what is the difference between what I think the judges will pick and the difference between I would like as a wellness fan.
Number 10.
Topping in at number 10, Isamara Santos has a great overall look. She's very well put together, and she has put in the work in the off season. She has added some much needed size. Her long torso, along with a very flat midsection, helps her body balance. She has great cap delts, not too big, not too small, and carries one of the longest glute teardrops we've ever seen. And oh yeah, did I mention that she has calves? Yikes.
Number 9.
At number 9, we have the legend herself, Angela Borges. A lot can happen in a year while she's maintained her course and she's kept training. We have seen how shows haven't gone her way, so to speak. She packs a lot of muscle in those quads, great waist. Her abs are absolutely fantastic. Her upper body is just great. If she comes in with the same package we've seen her over and over and over through the years, it will be really hard to beat some of the young guns. But if she surprises us with anything differently, well, anything can happen. Also, I can't see her fixing whatever is going on with her calves. And that, to me, that's really her downfall. Expect a humongous crowd pop when she comes out.
Number 8.
Ah, yes, my fellow Puerto Rican. How can we forget, right? I even gave her the award at last year's Olympia. Expect a great stage presence, a sexy walk, and her posing just to be on point. great cap delts, great abs, and what looks to be a ridiculous conditioning leading up to the show, as always. She's been out of the stage since the Boston Pro to focus on her glutes, which were the problem to begin with. The problem again with Yarishna is the very same thing over and over again. We never know which version is going to show up. She has gotten away with some shows being absolutely flat, and she has defeated her arch nemesis Angela Borges before. So I'd expect this to happen here one more time. If her glutes have developed and stays in shape, she can move up the ranks as well. We will find out in just a few hours.
Number 7.
With a great smile and stage presentation, Ibata comes from winning the Sean Ray Classic all the way from Hawaii and has all the momentum to place in the top 10. She's been training hard and has added even more size to her quads, and now her body is what we call more complete. Her posing is very, very, very good. And better yet, expect to see one of the fullest glutes in this lineup. Talk about full blown.
Number 6.
Yes, for the first time, American audiences will witness the long-awaited debut of Juju on the grandest stage of them all. One of the most aesthetically pleasing physiques in the ranks. You could say she has it all. She missed last year's Olympia, but she's now in Vegas to do battle. It will be really interesting to see what the judges make out of Juju as they see her on stage. Remember, some of these judges have never, ever seen her. Like Yarishna, she did have some trouble with conditioning, but was super quick to fix them. She has an amazing shape and structure. Is one just to see in person. She is absolutely great.
Number 5.
The doctor will see you now. For a second time in Las Vegas, she returns from last year's Olympia where she placed 6th. This version of the dog is what I expect to be a much improved version from last year's. If her new package is something like the way she showed up in the Milwaukee Pro, boy oh boy are we in for a treat. She hasn't stopped training and she does go hard. She has had time to fix her posing and can show the world what she's truly made out of.
Number 4.
If you haven't seen Giselle Machado competing in person, let me tell you, then you probably will be shocked to see her this high. But again, let me tell you, she is a spectacle when we see her live. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. She's super pretty and a taller competitor compared to the other girls, with the right size added in all the right places. She has had time, more than enough time, from winning the Puerto Rico Pro to tune in those fine details on her already great physique. Her glutes, hamstrings, and of course, her calves are amazing.
Number 3.
The reigning, defending Miss Wellness International won that same show with straight ones, meaning that there was zero doubt that she was winning that show. She came in 8 pounds heavier than her Olympia showing. I had her second place at last year's show. Her posing is very, very, very good. Many fans and judges do like her look, meaning not too hard, not too soft. Her proportions are just right, and everything just flows with her. It's not uneasy to find that great balance. She brings it to the stage every single time. I expect her to bring even a better glute ham teardrop, along with her crazy quads and of course, her calves. She was one of the 2 athletes that I gave 5 stars in the entire year.
Number 2.
And yes, the other 5-star rating athlete, and another one that for the first time American audiences will witness the long-awaited debut of the Hurricane Category F5 Ryan Fogal. When you're going to compare bodies, especially to the world champ, Ryan has undeniably the closest package in the world to do battle with the champ. She just has such a complete wellness look and has absolutely zero missing body parts. Her stage presentation and her stage presence demands attention, and your eyes just go to her. When you have all these elements combined with, her stage presentation, the sky is the limit. She's absolutely amazing. Oh, and did I mention this is her first American show? Yeah, I only have her losing by 1 point to
Number 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching a Wellness Observer Live top 10 video, you must understand that if it's number one, it's the answer. The reigning, defending world wellness champ is back, and boy, oh boy, is she back. Ever heard the term, to be the man, you gotta beat the man?
But to be the man, you gotta beat the man, and I'm saying, woo!
Well, it applies here. She's a unicorn, and everything she represents is what millions of girls want to achieve, including her stage presentation, her wow factor, her sex appeal, her confidence. She has all the muscles necessary to be at the top for many, many, many years. And that includes full amazing glutes, the teardrop all the way down to the hams, and of course, yeah, you called it, the calves. The only way this champ gets taken out is if, yeah, she doesn't make it to the stage. On one side of the screen, you'll see exactly what I just talked about from these top 10 girls. And on the other side of the screen is what I would like to see happen as a wellness fan. You can see that there are some brand new names in there that just get thrown in the mix, some new faces, some new bodies, some new fresh blood as we move on to the 2023 season. That's about it. Thank you so much for watching the Wellness Observer Live. Let me know in the comments below who are your top 10, or just give me your top 6. You know, did I nail it? Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? Hey, whatever. Let me know in the comments below. Remember to keep it locked all weekend long to the #1 wellness source in all of YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, of course, with the godfather of wellness, Johnny Styles. Let's do this.